So we have a Todd standing by from D.A. Davidson with this week's stock market news, and we're going to start off with talking about yesterday's late rally. What can you tell us about it?
Well, yeah, we traded flat most of the day. It was just kind of a up a little bit, down a little bit. Then right at the close, about the last half hour, we got a real strong rally. Dow finished up 300, S&P was up 33, and the Nasdaq was up 108. So good strength into the close. Unfortunately, it looks like we'll be giving away at least half of that at the open this morning. We've got personal spending and income reported out in just a few minutes, so they're anticipating that might be a little disappointing. So going to give a little bit back, I think.
And have you been able to pinpoint what was it that sparked the late rally?
Yeah, well, it really it's happened in the bank, the financial sector primarily. The regulators had announced, the bank regulators announced that they're going to reduce some of the restrictions that are on banks in terms of some of the investments they can make. They can invest in some venture capital and other type investments now that they've been barred from investing in. Plus, they've reduced the amount of reserves that banks have to hold back for some of those investments. So potentially it could free up a lot of cash for the banks, billions for the banks. Plus, the result of the stress test, banks have to be stress tests now as a result of the financial crisis of '08. So they have to get the stress test done to see what kind of strength they're in. They were in good shape prior to COVID-19, so the anticipation is that they'll be okay. But results won't be released until Monday. I finished testing yesterday, but delay announcing until Monday. But good rally, and hoping that we'll see some strength there.
And let's finish off with some good news here. What good news can you share with those IRA holders who didn't need to take a distribution?
The good news is that they are allowed to roll back any distribution that has been made in calendar 2020. Initially, the rollback or the rollover only applied to 60 days, or at least that was the interpretation. IRS came out and clarified and said any distributions taken in 2020 may be rolled back in, so you don't have to pay taxes on that income. Plus, what wasn't clear before was how were they treating inherited or beneficiary IRAs? They are also eligible. So if you have IRA distributions that you were required to take or thought you were required to take, you can put them back now. We don't give tax advice. Talk to your tax professional. If it's something that you're interested in, make sure that it makes sense for you. But it's potentially a way to reduce some taxable income for this year if you don't want to take it.
All right, Todd. Well, thank you so much for your time this morning. We appreciate it. Always good to see
Absolutely.
you, and you have a good weekend.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you. We'll be right back after the break.